Hello, everybody. I pray that everybody is well and blessed as always. And happy International Women's History Month. And today I would like to continue on with the topic of talking about healing and how that relates to women. In my last video, I did a video on my top 3 reasons why women should heal. And today I would like to, as I said, keep talking, continue the conversation, and talk today about ways that we can heal as women. So, healing is near and dear to my heart. I have been on a healing journey basically since I retired from the Navy. I was in the Navy for 20 years and I retired in 2015. In 2013, I think it was 2013, maybe 2012, either way. While I was on active duty, initially I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. 1 month later, I was diagnosed with lupus, and it just started a spiral of other medical conditions. The military put me on several different medications that made me gain weight. I had gained, I don't know how many pounds it was, but at my heaviest, I was 258 pounds. And I became very depressed because I was super overweight. And it was a spiral. I had a heart condition. I was pre-diabetic. The weight that I carried on my body, my frame is really small, and so that weight was too heavy, and so I started to have a lot of just arthritis, just so much pain on top of the other things. And so I guess my healing journey started when maybe around 2016, actually, I went on a trip to Puerto Rico. It was a high school friend's 40th birthday. It was a last minute deal. I went to met them in Puerto Rico. It was such a challenge because I had anxiety flying, and I was also overweight, and so it was just such a struggle, such a challenge in that trip. But I went there. I had the time of my life. I had this experience in the waterfalls in Puerto Rico, and it changed my life. I literally went home from that trip, filed for divorce, put my house on the market, sold my home, and moved to South Carolina where my family was. And that's when I really started my healing journey. I really got into counseling. I had weight loss surgery, so I went from 258 pounds down to my lowest was 107 pounds. I got off medications, everything I got off. I was taking about 17 pills a day. Oh my goodness, around 17 pills a day for all the many medical conditions that I was diagnosed with. I'm 100% disabled from the military, and I just was unhappy. And I list this information on my website, so if you want to know more about me, I put more information about that process and how I got to where I am now on my website. So I don't have to go into detail here, but I just was unhappy. I was unhappy. I had a new home, a new car, I started a new business, all these things. I just was unhappy. And so I got into counseling because I told the counselor I didn't want to be an angry black woman. I had this urge. It was 2019. I had this urge. It was get into counseling right now. Don't be an angry black woman. Heal yourself. And when I did that, I also went to California. That high school friend childhood friend took me to the dispensary, and I got off all of the medication. So I stopped taking all the medication, started using medical marijuana, which was great because then I had the weight loss surgery and I had to get off the medications anyway. And since having the weight loss surgery, my stomach doesn't tolerate medication. Sometimes I even struggle with drinking certain water. So for me, it was forced initially for medical reasons, and then 2020 I met my lovely, wonderful husband, who is my twin flame, and definitely felt forced to just heal completely, to be the best version of myself, because this type of relationship that I was in required that. And so, long story short, at two separate times in my life, I felt like I was forced to heal, and I did that. And now here we are in 2024, and I can just want to share with you guys some of the things that I used on my healing journey that I found worked for me. And I can say that my always go-to is going to be counseling. I worked in mental health in the Navy for 18 years. I worked in mental health, so I'm an advocate for counseling, but I'm an advocate for the right type of counseling. So I highly suggest counseling, individual counseling, marriage counseling, family counseling, whatever you need. But find the right counselor, and I can do a separate video on that because that is a whole process. And so I've seen many counselors because sometimes they're not the right fit, especially when you're on a spiritual journey, especially if you're on a twin flame journey. So counseling. And the things that my go-to, the things that I do every single day is I meditate. I do stillness meditation. I do guided meditation. I'm studying shamanism, so I journey as well to get answers. Meditate. And meditation is not just sitting there with these mudras, holding your hands in these positions. I have medical challenges, so I have to meditate in positions that are comfortable for me. So whatever positions work best for you, with music, without music. Also, not just sitting in one place is meditation. If you go for a nature walk, be out in nature, and ground yourself, that is meditation. If you focus on one thing that you're doing, if you sing, put your song on. There are times where, I have music, I have a playlist where I just need to get into a different space. I put my music on, a playlist that's high vibrational music for me, and these songs just take me to another place. And when I put these songs, I put my headphones in, I sing and I dance, and when I'm finished with that, I just feel amazing. Sometimes I'll be crying, and it may sound crazy, but a good twerk session, after you're finished, I'm older, so my knees, I don't have meg knees, so I can't handle all that, but I feel amazing afterwards. So movement, dance, music is amazing. I journal every day, electronically. I've started that. It's not necessarily my thing. I'm more like, I need to write it out. I journal. At nighttime, I listen to subliminals. That it's an ocean sound, and it has so I'm reprogramming my subconscious at nighttime. When I journal, I listen to affirmations. So I task stack. Whenever I journal, I listen to affirmations. I try to combine two positive things together. I also got certified in Reiki, so I used to do a Reiki session every single day, but my spiritual routine is very long and in depth, and I also have a family, so I had to cut that down. So I do Reiki several times a week, more days than not a week, and I changed my diet. I don't eat McDonald's anymore, which is hard for me to give up. I just try to eat different foods, which is a struggle for me sometimes, especially with the weight loss surgery. And exercise is also a struggle just because I have medical issues, but I love to exercise. Dancing is exercise to me. I love to walk. I love to lift weights. I love to go to exercise classes. Last year, for no reason, just because I wanted to, my family and I did a indoor sprint triathlon. My husband and my daughter and I, with no practice, we just went and did it, which was crazy, but it was super cool. I love to challenge myself. So there's so many ways to heal, and I just encourage everybody to find what works for you. I can't tell you, if you go do this, you're going to heal. I can't tell you that. You have to find what works for you individually, and you have to do that. And consistency is key. I use Insight Timer to track my meditation because it tells me every day that I meditated. So I also like that as well. And so I pray that, this message helps somebody on their healing journey. And if you need help, my website is down below. Reach out. I can help you create a healing plan for you, and just be a supportive ear. So I pray this helps you and that you all are blessed. And I will see you next time.